tell us a little bit about Clonakilty itself, because most people would know it as a great tourism location as well.
Well, Clonakilty is a great town. It's situated here on the south coast in southwest Cork. It's a great tradition. We have a population of approximately 3,500 or 4,000 people. We have some fantastic beaches. We have some great restaurants here. It's a great town for food. We have also a great music tradition here. We have some well-known pubs throughout the country, and we have some fantastic people that are always promoting Clonakilty, and we have, of course, won the National Tidy Towns, and have won other numerous prizes in categories within the Tidy Towns as well. And everybody living in Clonakilty has great pride in the place, and we all work to promote Clonakilty and to just keep the town on the map and try to do the best we can, and especially at these tough times, we are all working hard to promote the town. I'm working here now well over 30 years. When I started here first, I suppose the focus was on sort of meat as a traditional butcher shop, and the black pudding was being made in the shop, So I suppose, Edward Twomey, that was here at the time, as Eddie as we know him, at the time was here, and he just noticed that the pudding was only being sold really from the shop here at that time. It wasn't available in any other outlets, at the time. So people were travelling from long distances, and even people that had immigrated to England and stuff, they were taking back caseloads to England and stuff like that. So he said, there's potential in this pudding, there's something in it, So Eddie and then Colette, they started to promote black pudding then, and went to every festival and every ploughing match and every anything that was on anywhere. And Eddie was a sort of unique character, quite persuasive, and he visited, went to every chef, I'd say, in every hotel and restaurant in the country, and just gave them Clonakilty black pudding to try and to taste, And we had, I suppose at that time, there was one van on the road here, just maybe going to every little town in Kerry and Tipperary and Waterford at the time, and there was only quite a small few of us working here at the time. Everybody we made pudding, we worked in the shop, and we drove the van when it needed to be done. So it was quite a very small operation at the time. But I suppose it progressed over the years. It progressed, and things got busier and busier with the pudding. And Eddie had a little farm just outside Clonakilty here, and he converted a few hay barns into a little production unit, and we moved from the shop then after a few years to that unit, and worked there for a number of years, and it gradually became more famous, and there was more demand for it, and there was another van on the road, and there was eventually there was a few of the supermarkets came on board and started asking for it, and worked away there worked hard there for a good few years, and eventually then bought the unit in Little Island. So that's basically it. But it started very, very small, and just here in the shop here in Clonakilty, and progressed to what it is today, I suppose.
Of course, Eddie sadly passed away, but the mantle has been picked up now by others here in Clonakilty.
Sadly, Eddie passed away in October in 2005. But Colette, I suppose, really had to take up the mantle then after that, and she had to dig in. She was always involved in the company, but she had to really take a leading role then, and I suppose and everyone contributed as much as they could to the thing, and Colette's doing a great job, and the company is progressing very well.
What's unique about Clonakilty pudding?
I suppose initially it was just black pudding that was available. It was the first thing that was made. Then we introduced and the pudding obviously came from it was Harrington's shop that was here previous, so it's Harrington's recipe. Whereas white pudding is something that we developed ourselves, and it's Clonakilty white pudding. And the sausages came on board, and there was more products came on board, as the time went on. So the pudding, then the black pudding is still probably number one seller, you know, like it's number one. So I mean, our pudding is a bit unique. I mean, it's probably the texture, the flavour. Obviously, it's a combination of natural spices, and the flavour is quite unique. Even though like there's a lot of other butchers make black pudding as well, but Clonakilty is just a little bit different, you know. We use peanut oat meal as well, and it's quite, you know, I suppose grainy, or a little. There's a very good grainy texture to it, and it's also made from beef, which a lot of other puddings maybe can be made from pork meat.
Well, Liam, we couldn't come here without sampling some of it, and you're going to cook up a little bit for us now.
Okay, as you're here, we'll maybe cook up a little bit here. We'll probably cook a little bit of black pudding and white pudding, and we'll cook the natural skin one. It's just, we sell a lot of that here in the shop, and it's maybe a little bit different from the chubs and the printed rings that are available in the supermarkets. I'm going to fry it now in a pan, but you can grill it. You can put it in the oven, or you can even microwave it. It is already cooked as it is, and but it needs heating. But the pan does it. If you put it in a nice hot pan, a little bit of oil, and just crisp it up, and I think it tastes the best, you know. Now, just before you put these in the pan, it's a good idea to just put a little cut on the skin here, just one little cut, because the pudding actually, if you put it in without snipping it here, it'll probably burst out of the ring. So it's just a good idea to put a little nick on the side. No, you can grill it. You can put it in the oven. Probably frying is the best flavour. Grilling dries it just a little bit. Yeah. But normally, if you have a nice hot pan and it crisps up, it probably tastes the best, you know.
Great.
Dead simple. Just pop them in the pan, and just after maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes, flip them over, and another few minutes, ready to go. White pudding is made from pork meat. It still has peanut oat meal, it has onion. It's pork meat, no blood. The spices are much different, and the black is made from beef, and there's beef blood in it. That's the main difference. But there's the flavour is completely different, really, from the two of them, you know. People ask us all the time, do we know the recipe? Fortunately not. I believe it's locked away somewhere really, really safe. And it's only Colette really knows she mixes the spices herself, and she's the only one that knows the actual mixture of the spices, of how much of each spice goes in to make this flavour. And the recipe was handed down over the years to the different owners of the shop. So it's a real old recipe, you know, and a traditional recipe. Yeah, no, the puddings are cooking away now very nicely there. There's a nice little crackle coming on the pan there now, so we'll just flip them over there now. And as you can see there, they're just cooked nicely there now. There's a nice little crispness in them. Now, Pierce, these puddings are ready to go, so you definitely have to sample a bit.
I'm looking forward to it, because I like black pudding and white pudding, I have to admit.
Yep, these should taste now really good, and they even taste better now when you're here in Clonakilty.
Well, I hope so. The home of pudding.
The home of Clonakilty Blackpudding.